Hello, Namaste, Jojlapa. Today is a really exciting day because today we are here at the Yatri shop floor. Ke barsa agadi Yatri company le P0 motorcycle launch gareko थियो. I was so excited that I booked one on the spot. So there are some bikes that really give me butterflies in my stomach. Some bikes that give me goosebumps. This is one of them, the Yatri P0. These are motorcycles that are designed, developed and made in Nepal. We'll be heading into the shop floor to meet the founder and talk about the manufacturing process and also see the P0 and test ride it. So let's head into the shop floor. Hi Sim, how are you?
Hi.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
This is Asim. He's someone who I really look up to. He's been studying outside, but he's come back to Nepal and made this wonderful company and this setup that we're seeing today. And I'm really excited because he's going to deliver me my P0. That also a special SJ Moto edition. And I'm really excited to see that bike and test ride it today. So Asim, if you could just take us through the manufacturing process, what's happening here at the Yatri shop floor.
So this is the chassis fabrication shop, right? So you can see all our materials actually come from here. So the journey of Yatri Project 0, Project 1, everything starts from this shelf. So हामीहरुको चाहिँ 4130 like chromoly steel हैन 6000 series aluminum आउँछ हैन, and that's where we start our pre-process steps. So यहाँबाट once this is like labeled and everything is entered into our system, हामीहरुको चाहिँ like band saw बाट चाहिँ हामीहरुले अब cut pieces निकाल्छौं हैन. अनि so all the tubes pipes billets stock चाहिँ यही band saw बाट चाहिँ हामीहरुले as per the design यहाँबाट चाहिँ pre-process बाट आउँछ. अनि we have like sheet metal rack. यहाँबाट चाहिँ कस्तो खालको भन्दाखेरि flat sheet metal brackets चाहिँ हामीहरुले यहाँबाट it goes into our CNC plasma machine. So यहाँबाट चाहिँ अब you can see त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ brackets बन्यो. अनि यहाँबाट आइसकेपछि चाहिँ actually हामीहरुको I want you to meet Dyson.
Hi Dyson.
He is our manufacturing lead, and so we'll say actual chassis fabrication lead गरिरहेछ. अनि maybe you can talk about कसरी we make sure the chassis is safe, and like welding penetration testing देखि लिएर how we make sure chassis को repeatability र हुन्छ नि consistency हामीले कसरी maintain गर्छौं हैन. Yeah.
So this is the chassis that you're making, right? So this is the frame where the battery, everything comes around. So this is steel.
Mild steel, chromoly steel. Yeah.
And this is for the P1?
Yes.
This is the P1 chassis that you're making right now.
So everything it's cut and done in the band saw and plasma goes into this.
This is totally Nepalमै सबै डिजाइन गरेर नेपालमै बनाएको. In-house design.
In-house design, in-house manufacturing.
So यो चाहिँ फेरि हामीहरुको just full FEA simulation सुरुमा virtual model बनाएर हामीहरुले full testing गर्यौं हैन before we even start building the actual prototype हैन. So this is our 7th iteration, 7th platform again. But I think Dyson will show you a very interesting like jig and fixture setup.
So production model मै भइसक्यो, final production model chassis नै हो.
So you'll be rolling out the P1s very soon.
Very soon, so
everyone's very excited.
So every chassis must replicate the other one. भनेपछि every tube, every single part of the chassis चाहिँ अरूसँग replicate हुनुपर्छ. I mean duplicate copy just.
So the dimensions, everything will be
should be consistent, and so to get that replicability and consistency, we use various jigs. So I'll show one of them. This is a jig we use to weld. यसले चाहिँ every componentहरुलाई चाहिँ clamp गरिदिन्छ आफ्नो पोजिसनमा. त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ they don't divert from the required dimensions. So these are the two.
It's very important for fitment purpose, हैन. So किनकि हामीहरुको कति चाहिँ मोल्डबाटै निक्लेको पार्ट्सहरु छ, like panelsहरु भयो, which is very consistent. अनि chassis चाहिँ हामीहरुको fabrication चाहिँ अब welding process भन्छ, there is a lot of distortion हैन. अनि cut piecesहरु छ. So pre processमा धेरै कुराहरु म्यानेज गर्नुपर्ने भएको भएर certain tolerancesहरु चाहिँ allow गरेर यो जिगले चाहिँ will make sure it's within like given tolerances जुन चाहिँ acceptable हुन्छ हैन. त्यो भन्दा अगाडि चाहिँ जुन FEA बाट जुन आएको छ डेटा, त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामीले रियल वर्ल्ड सँग भ्यालिडेट गर्नको लागि चाहिँ this is a very interesting rig. Yeah, so हामीहरुको वेल्डिङ को चेक्स त त्यहाँ भयो हैन, तर हामीहरुको एक्चुअली FEA बाट आएको डेटालाई चाहिँ रियल वर्ल्ड सँग भ्यालिडेट गर्नलाई चाहिँ हामीहरुको चाहिँ बम्प रोलर रिग र फटिग न्यूमेटिक फटिग रिग छ हैन. This is so easily one of our biggest achievement as an engineering firm हैन. Basically almost every hour हामीहरुले 1000 kilometers सिमुलेट गरिन्छ हैन. So त्यो भनेको in roughly like 2 weeks we can simulate like whole life cycle of the chassis, like 10 years नै हामीहरुले सिमुलेट गरेर we'll see actually like कहाँनिर चाहिँ हामीहरुको फेलियर पोइन्ट्सहरु छ हामीहरूले रोड प्रोफाइलहरू पनि यसमा हाल्न मिल्यो होइन त्यसले गर्दाखेरि नट बोल्टहरू लुज हुने हुन्छ कि कति किलोमिटरसम्म भएपछि त्यो प्रब्लमहरू आइरहेछ होइन
This is very interesting for me, because it actually gives you real world conditions and then you can actually test failure points or also. So all this data actually gets collected and goes into the computer and you analyze it and then you improve on it.
Exactly. किनकि this हुन्छ नि visually हेर्नलाई पनि it's very useful होइन तर without any data this rig is actually kind of useless to engineers होइन यो चाहिँ अब हामीहरूको पार्ट फेब्रिकेसन फ्लोर भयो होइन उता चाहिँ हामीहरूको च्यासी फेब्रिकेसन टेस्टिङ हुन्छ अब एज यु कुड सी उतातिर हामीहरूको जस्तो 2D प्लाज्माबाट प्लेट्सहरू प्री प्रोसेस हुन्थ्यो भने यो हामीहरू चाहिँ 40 टन प्रेस ब्रेक छ होइन यसले चाहिँ अल P1 को P0 को सबै ब्र्याकेट्सहरू चाहिँ स्टिलको ब्र्याकेट्सहरू चाहिँ हामीले यहाँबाट त्यसरी टेस्ट गरेर निकालिन्छ होइन
So it's a press machine, you actually press and make all the component parts.
Yeah. So यो सबै कुराहरू P0 P1 को सबै मेटल फेब्रिकेसन च्यासी बाहेक पनि अरू कम्पोनेन्ट लेभलमा सबै फेब्रिकेसन चाहिँ यही इन हाउस यही नै हुन्छ हामीहरूको
So all the parts are locally designed and fabricated.
Right.
With this press machine.
हजुर सो त्यो भयो होइन अर्को चाहिँ हामीहरूको अब एल्युमिनियम बिलेट्सहरू पनि देख्नु भएको थियो होइन सो एल्युमिनियम बिलेट्सहरू चाहिँ हामीहरूको चाहिँ अब त्यो CNC मिल भयो लेथ भयो त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ हामीहरूले डिफ्रेन्ट पार्ट्सहरू जस्तो फर इक्जाम्पल यो चाहिँ हामीहरूको स्विङ आर्म लग छ यो चाहिँ अपरेसन 1 पछि बसिरहेको छ यो होइन सो यो एक्चुअली P1 को स्विङ आर्म लग हो यो होइन सो यस्तो भयो
This is amazing. I mean, you guys started from scratch and now, come up with this company. I mean, something that a lot of Nepalese young entrepreneurs aspire to be and look up to. And as you see, I think in the shop floor, from the design to actual fabrication, sabai yahi bhairahcha. Aba your facility bara, what is your production capacity? Because I'm sure there's a huge demand for Yatri bikes. And it's the next step in mobility. And त्यो पनि आफ्नै नेपाली ब्रान्ड र यति राम्रो क्वालिटी कन्ट्रोल देखि लिएर the product design देखि लिएर actually I'm really excited for my P0. And very few bikes that I'm excited about because I've been riding for a while. I've never ridden an electric bike. अनि मैले हेर्न साथै actually at that function I said I need to have this bike because I think the whole aesthetics and the way you all presented your company vision. So I'm sure you have a lot of market, not just मैले त नेपालमा मात्रै भन्नु म त बाहिर पनि I think I see Yatri products not just being sold in Nepal but globally.
क्यापासिटीको इन्स्टेन्समा भन्नुपर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हामीहरू राइट नाउ हामीहरूको भल्युम हेर्ने हो भने चाहिँ वी आर ट्राइङ टु मुभ अराउन्ड 1000 युनिट्स एभ्री क्यालेन्डर इयर होइन तर वी विल बी स्केलिङ भेरी सुन लाइक अब हामीहरूको चाहिँ एज अ कम्पनी वी वान्ट टु ग्रो लाइक दिस इयर 2022 भनेको चाहिँ वी आर एक्सपेक्टेड टु एक्सप्यान्ड लाइक एटलिस्ट 10 टाइम्स होइन त्यो हिसाबले चाहिँ हामीहरूले नेक्स्ट 5 इयर्सको गोल्सहरू त्यसरी नै राखेका छौँ होइन सो इभन दो अहिले हामीहरूको फेसिलिटीबाट चाहिँ अलमोस्ट लाइक त्यही 1000 युनिट्स हामीले मुभ गर्छौँ तर वी वान्ट टु चेन्ज द्याट भेरी सुन सो त्यो हिसाबले प्लान्सहरू भइरहेछ या सो इलेक्ट्रोनिक्स हामीहरूको सो यहाँ हामीहरूले भ्यालिडेट गर्नुभन्दा अगाडि सिस्टम भ्यालिडेसन हुनुभन्दा अगाडि एक्चुली यो वायरिङ हार्नेस चाहिँ बनाउनु पऱ्यो होइन अनि फेरि वायरिङ हार्नेस चाहिँ यस्तो कम्प्लेक्स र धेरै सेगमेन्टहरू छ कि हुन्छ नि सानो कतै प्रब्लम भयो भने पनि थाहा हुँदैन नि त कहाँनिर चाहिँ एक्चुली बग छ भनेर होइन सो वी हेभ अ सेपरेट लाइक एउटा स्ट्यान्डर्डाइज प्रोसेस टु एक्चुली मेक दिस हार्नेस सो द्याट्स ओभर देयर सो हामीहरूले यहाँ हेर्न सकिन्छ सो यो चाहिँ फुल भेहिकल हामीले म्याप आउट गर्छौँ 1:1 स्केलमै होइन सो कुन कनेक्टरले के चाहिँ रोल गर्छ होइन अनि त्यो अनुसारको हामीहरूको फुल बम पनि लिस्ट आउट भएको हुन्छ सो जसले चाहिँ हार्नेस बनाइरहेछ हि अर सी क्यान अलरेडी सी हुन्छ नि कहाँनिर चाहिँ कसरी चाहिँ म्याप आउट गर्नुपर्छ एभ्री कनेक्टर्सहरू अनि यो गर्दाखेरि भनौँ न कतैतिर कन्टिन्युटी एरर्सहरू हुनसक्छ होइन सो वाट दे डु इज एक्चुली यो लुम बनिसकेपछि दे टेस्ट यहाँ प्लग इन गर्ने अनि इच पिनको सर्टन बत्तीहरू हुन्छ होइन सो सबै कुरा लाइट आउट हुनु पऱ्यो सो यो भइसकेपछि विल नो एक्ज्याक्टली प्रब्लम छ कि छैन प्रब्लम छैन भने कुन चाहिँ बत्ती बल्दैन त्यही सेगमेन्टमा चाहिँ इस्यु छ भनेर त्यो सबै थाहा हुने भयो
सो नाउ व्हेन वी कम टु द चार्जिङ लाइक our conventional we need petrol pumps. So for any EV to run, we've already had the issue with the infrastructure for the charging. So how are we going to address the issue for charging stations?
So एकदमै इन्ट्रेस्टिङ कुरा चाहिँ के छ भन्दा हामीहरूको यात्री एनर्जी भन्ने एउटा सेपरेट डिभिजन छ होइन सो वी आर टायरलेसली वर्किङ अन हाउ टु सेटअप हुन्छ नि एसी डिसी दुवै कुराहरू सो हामी हजुर या सो हामीहरूको बाइक साइडबाट पनि हुन्छ नि एसी र डिसी दुवै चाहिँ हामीहरूले इन्टिग्रेट गरिसकेका छौँ होइन सो इट्स वान अफ द भेरी फ्यु मोटरसाइकल्स एक्चुली इन द वर्ल्ड तपाईँले जुन जिरो एनर्जी कारहरू भन्नुभएको छ होइन दोज आर द फ्यु एक्चुली अफर्स यु डिसी फास्ट चार्जिङ सो हामीहरूको P1 P0 दुवैमा चाहिँ डिसी फास्ट चार्जिङ पनि छ होइन सो त्यो चाहिँ हामीहरूको डिजाइन साइडबाट अलरेडी त्यो चाहिँ हामीहरूले इन्टिग्रेट गरिसकेका छौँ होइन सो अब एक्चुअल इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर पोइन्ट अफ भ्यूबाट चाहिँ हामीहरूको यात्री एनर्जी डिभिजनले चाहिँ अबको कमिङ दिस इयर नै हुन्छ नि समरसम्म चाहिँ हामीहरूले देशभरि नै इस्ट वेस्ट लाइक हामीहरूको 200-300 वटा युनिट्स चाहिँ हामीहरूले एसी डीसी चार्जिङ पोइन्ट्सहरू चाहिँ हामीहरूले लाइक लिटरली इफ यु वान गो टु मुक्तिनाथ हुन्छ नि अर इफ यु वान गो टु धनगढी हुन्छ नि इलाम कन्याम जानुहुन्छ भने यु क्यान टेक योर P0 P1 go on a ride with peace of mind.
So we can have a look at the charger.
Yeah,
DC.
sure. Yeah, यो चाहिँ हामीहरूको DC फास्ट चार्जर हैन.
This is also in-house.
Yeah. यो पनि
Yatri Energyको
Yatri Energyको in-house डेभलप भएको छ यो डिभाइसहरू हैन. सो यो चाहिँ कस्तो छ भन्दाखेरि DC फास्ट चार्जिङ हो. हामीहरूको आफ्नो प्रोप्राइटरी कनेक्टर छ. सो अटोमेटिकली हामीहरूको सफ्टवेयर हार्डवेयर दुवै इन्टिग्रेसन हुने भएको भएर चाहिँ के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि भेहिकलमा एज सिम्पल एज भेहिकलमा प्लग इन गर्ने अनि अथेन्टिकेसन तपाईको पेमेन्ट notification everything is like seamlessly हुन्छ नि युजरले के गर्नु पर्दैन सो नर्मली
you just plug in and everything is done.
Yeah, everything is done. तपाईको यात्रीको अकाउन्टबाट डेबिट हुनुपर्ने पैसा डेबिट हुने कुराहरू हैन अब तपाईको 80% एसएससी पुग्यो हुन्छ नि सबै कुराहरू हुन्छ नि everything is seamless done. All you have to do is like plug in the bike.
Yeah. अघिदेखि मेरो आँखा यहीँ गइरहेको थियो बल्ल यहाँ पुग्यो. This is the P0 right?
So this is the P0 V3 prototype हामीहरूको. Yeah, so everything like Yatri started from this. So the whole idea हुन्छ नि हामीहरूको यात्रीको भनेको नो कम्प्रोमाइज जिरो कम्प्रोमाइज फिलोसफीमा चाहिँ एउटा इलेक्ट्रिक भेहिकलको स्पेशली टु व्हिलर्समा हैन जुन खालको कम्प्रोमाइज देखिन्थ्यो मार्केटमा ट्रेन्ड्सहरू हेर्दाखेरि त्यो चाहिँ नहोस् पिपल वेन दे स्विच टु इलेक्ट्रिक दे सुड फिल दे आर स्विचिङ टु अ बेटर प्लेटफर्म हैन सो किनकि इभी टेक्नोलोजी भनेको त इट्स क्याचिङ अप अनि अहिले त इभन इट्स बेटर हैन सो त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो एउटा फिलोसफीबाट चाहिँ बोर्न भयो P0 अनि very fitting to नाम पनि प्रोजेक्ट जिरो नट जस्ट द्याट वी स्टार्टेड फ्रम जिरो तर होल जिरो कम्प्रोमाइज भन्ने फिलोसफीबाट नै यो जन्मेको चाहिँ प्लेटफर्म भयो हैन द होल आइडिया इज टु बी अन पार हुन्छ नि क्याफे रेसरको जुन एउटा निश एउटा फलोइङ छ क्रेज छ हैन त्यसको डिजाइन फिलोसफीमा बसेर चाहिँ कसरी पावर ट्रेनलाई चाहिँ हामीहरूले हाइलाइट गर्ने हैन द्याट वाज द आई थिङ्क बिगेस्ट च्यालेन्ज फर अस and I think our team pulled off quite well.
I think it's a fantastic machine. I think I haven't driven it. I'm looking forward to riding it today. So
yeah, we are very excited for that as well.
it's an amazing machine. I like the whole simplicity, the flowing design concept, and cafe racer. And in this now I'm really looking forward to the SJ Moto edition.
Yeah.
So I think you've done some work also on the SJ Moto edition.
त्यसको लागि काम चाहिँ सुरु भइसकेको छ. So as you see like platform few changes चाहिँ पछि हुन्छ like even like metal हामीहरूको मसिनमा चाहिँ अब
this is still a prototype.
Yeah, this is still a prototype, very much prototype अनि तर हामीहरूले few trimsहरू चाहिँ हुन्छ नि trimsहरूमा चाहिँ SJ लिमिटेड एडिसन भनेर चाहिँ के कस्तो खालको कुराहरू गर्नुपर्छ त्यो त मेकानिकली त्यो चाहिँ पछि प्लान आउट छ
अहिले हामीहरू is a possibility. So you'll customize and have various logos on the CNG machining parts, software customization, which some of it I think you've already done.
So यो splash screen छ हामीहरूको चाहिँ SJ Moto भनेर चाहिँ ग्रिड गर्छ तपाईलाई हैन अनि त्यसपछि अहिले चाहिँ हामीहरू स्ट्यान्ड बाईमा भयो सो एज यु अलरेडी नो लाइक यात्रीको चाहिँ रिभर्स मोड स्ट्यान्ड बाई मोड सुस्तै ठिक्क बवाल छ हामीहरूको होइन तर यो मोडलमा चाहिँ हामीहरूको ठिक्क पछाडि चाहिँ बवालको सट्टामा SJ Moto मोड छ अनि नट जस्ट नेम चाहिँ एकैलाई मात्रै हामीले रिप्लेस गरेको छैन कि त हामीहरूको नर्मली 5000 RPM मा चाहिँ म्याक्स आउट हुन्छ P0 तर SJ मोड चाहिँ गोज द्याट 1000 एक्स्ट्रा सो 6000 RPM मा चाहिँ म्याक्स आउट हुन्छ सो यसको टप स्पिड पनि अलिकति बढी छ हामीहरूको नर्मल जुन हामीहरूले इन्ट्रोड्युस गरेको थियो सुरुमा त्योभन्दा चाहिँ टप स्पिड 140 भन्दा अझ माथि जान्छ यसको चाहिँ
I'm really excited to get my hands on that. But I think today also is going to be really exciting test riding this machine. It's amazing. I mean the way that you've integrated everything. I mean the flow and it's very simple, but you know it looks very modern. And I see a lot of carbon fiber parts also. You know.
Yeah. So that was one of our again the zero compromise ma हामीहरुले let's go all out हुन्छ नि किनकि this was not meant to make commercial sense so much so as हुन्छ नि हामीहरुले चाहिँ यो चाहिँ टिम बिल्ड गरौँ हैन यस्तो खालको केपेबल टिम होस् कि टेक्नोलोजीको फोरफ्रन्टमा हरेक डोमेनमा काम गर्न सकोस् बी इट स्ट्रक्चर्स लाइक कम्पोजिट्स म्यानुफ्याक्चरिङ कार्बन फाइबर म्यानुफ्याक्चरिङ होस् या पावर ट्रेन होस् हैन एकदमै पुश गर्ने हामीहरुले हैन लाइक अहिले जति पनि इन्डस्ट्री लिडरहरु छ इभीमा टु व्हिलर्समा त्यो अनुसारको अन पावर होस् स्पेसिफिकेसन्सहरु हैन सो भेहिकल सफ्टवेयरमा अगेन लाइक जुन खालको तपाईले हुन्छ नि गाडी नै देख्नुहुन्छ बाइक भन्दा नि गाडी नै कम्पेयर गर्नु पर्ला यसको ड्यासबोर्डको कुरा गर्दाखेरि हैन
I think it's got more features than most cars.
या सो त्यो कुराहरु भएर चाहिँ द होल आइडिया अफ P0 वाज टु डेभलप अ भेहिकल तर एट द सेम टाइम डेभलप अ भेरी वर्ल्ड क्लास टिम हैन सो त्यो पुल अफ भइसकेपछि वी स्लोली लर्न अ लट अफ थिंग्स फ्रम हियर एन्ड त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ P1 जन्मेछ अहिले हैन
So this is your flagship model.
Yeah,
This is the flagship, most premium model, and it's a niche. And I always say Nepalma, हाम्रो चाहिँ के एउटा चाहिँ भोल्युमको गेम हुन्छ क्वान्टिटेटिभ र क्वालिटेटिभ भन्छौँ and if you take the qualitative approach it's always a niche market and maybe business wise also it makes sense because you have niche clientele that are willing to pay you the premium which it deserves a premium because I mean the way that you've built it up from scratch from the design to the software to the performance so त्यो niche segment मा चाहिँ if you can play and I would say not just in Nepal अघि कुरा गरे जस्तो यस्तो प्रोडक्टहरु भनेको त हामीले त ग्लोबल प्लेटफर्ममा हामीले ल्याउन सक्छौं I'm sure you already have plans because now the P1 you're focusing you're going delivery Nepalमा बढी त्यसमा फोकस होला त्यो पनि एक्सपोर्ट गर्न सकिन्छ but this could be the next big thing the export model for the global markets because it's at par with there's one bike called Arc Vector. I really love the design of that bike and it's a high performance machine. Then you have Lightning and then Energica and then of course the Zero and the various other brands. But this is at par, So what are your plans? Will we be seeing this not just in Nepal but even in global markets?
Yeah. So day one बाट हामीहरुले जस्तो we started this project हुन्छ नि नेपालमा भन्दा पनि obviously नेपाललाई सर्भ गर्ने त हामीहरुको first and foremost त्यो intention थियो हैन तर we wanted to create a very inspiring product हैन जुन नेपाली मार्केटलाई भन्दा नि लाइक संसारलाई नै इन्स्पायर गर्छ हैन
I'm really looking forward to the SJ Moto edition. I can't wait to get my hands on it. But I think good things come to those who wait. So I'm patiently waiting. So this is the charger. So it goes directly. So I heard this has got an onboard charger,
Right.
So what do you mean by onboard charger? You just plug it in?
Yeah,
because
so
I see the AC outlet. त्यसबाट गएर directly घरकै AC outlet मा we can plug it in and you can charge it.
So onboard charger भन्ने बित्तिकै there is a powerful 3.3 kilowatt को जुन नर्मली हामीहरुको अरु लाइक 4 व्हीलर्स मै छ अहिले यहाँ हैन onboard charger so 3.3 kilowatt को onboard charger चाहिँ it's somewhere around here
Okay.
अनि हामीहरुको पोर्ट यहाँ छ सो यहाँबाट चाहिँ तपाईले घरको नर्मल एसी वल आउटलेटमा प्लग गर्ने बित्तिकै 2 आवर्स मा चाहिँ फुल चार्ज हुन्छ यो बाइक चाहिँ हैन अनि हामीहरुको डीसी चार्जिङ स्टेशनबाट चाहिँ लाइक 30 मिनेट्स मा चाहिँ चार्ज हुन्छ
And so I can take this bike out of the valley. I don't need to carry anything, just the cable.
Just the cable.
So when I'm in a hotel or at my friend's house outside the valley or at any restaurant, I can just go and plug it in.
Exactly.
And it'll be charged within
2 hours.
2 hours. So 2 hours is the charging time from a AC. DC of course is much faster.
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So the plan जुन हामीहरुको 300 units like हामीहरुले देशभरि राख्ने प्लान छ हैन त्यसपछि it should be very like range anxiety भन्ने त लाइक तपाईको टाउकोमा नि हुनु भएन that's the whole idea.
Exactly. सबैलाई धेरै बधाई छ. I mean you guys are the talk of the country भनौं and I think a lot of people really look up to you all the way that you all have worked together. I mean I've been in touch with Asim from the inception of the company and it's a commendable job you guys have done. I mean keep up the great work and मेरो P0 चाहिँ छिटो बनाएर दिनु. Well, great. Finally, I'm on the P0 for a test ride. I'm really excited about this test ride. So let's see how the P0 performs. I've been waiting to ride this for a really long time. अब सुस्ते ठिक्कै SJ Moto directly SJ Moto मोरै हान्दिनु पर्ला. Very simple to ride, quite nimble, not as overwhelming as I thought. The power delivery is pretty smooth, but really powerful at the same time. And I thought an electric bike should be silent, but I love this sound. It sounds like a spaceship, a heavy humming sound. Not bad. Love the acceleration of the bike. Very smooth and linear. Braking is also pretty good. Yeah, quite over the right. Once you get used to the power delivery. I never thought I'd say this, but I love the sound of this electric P0. Sounds amazing. The resonance is there below 30 kilometers, but above 30 kilometers, I'm riding in SJ Moto mode, which is the Babal mode, which delivers most amount of power. The handling is not bad, it's pretty nimble for a 200 kg motorcycle. Once it's moving, the maneuverability is pretty nice. Okay. Stretching my arm. This has also got a reverse mode. I think the only other reverse mode was on the Goldwing that I've ridden, but Yatri P0 also has a reverse mode. I was zipping. The riding position is a little aggressive, but it's a cafe racer. I love the riding position, but maybe a little bit on the longer rides. We'll have to lift the handle a little bit, which I think Yatri said they can do, so that comfortable. It's a little bit more comfortable, the position, and less load distribution on your wrists. Otherwise, it's perfect. If you're moving fast, I mean, this position is pretty nice. The screen visibility is also very nice. Even in direct sunlight, you can still see the screen visibility. The display is very clean, gives you a lot of information, like your battery. 94% I still have battery, speedometer, trip, kilometer. Let's see what else can happen. I'm wearing gloves. Maybe I need touchscreen gloves. That was nice. Amazing, yeah. I need mine fast. एकदम रमाइलो.
Top speed
I think 80-90. 80-90 गरे. I was more worried about stopping than going fast. It was going on, but I have to be able to stop, no? So stop गर्नुलाई मलाई. And the suspension is not bad. It's a little stiff, but when you hit the potholes, it's pretty nice. It absorbs it quite well. Amazing. And the handling, I thought it'll be heavy, but once it's moving, it's really great.
42 kg, you can actually even think about leaning.
Yeah. Okay. It's fun. Firi, the sound is amazing. I never expected the sound to be so amazing. The slower you go, the louder the noise, the faster you go, it's more quiet. Until I get my P0. I think the smile on my face says it all. Riding all the way from Kantha up to here, the Yatri Experience Center in Balwatar, it was amazing. It was much more than what I expected. It's a 200 kg bike, but once it's moving, it's really light and nimble. The power delivery is really linear and it keeps pushing. Something very unique about the bike is that below 30, the humming sound is really loud, but the faster you go, the softer it becomes. And I love the sound of this electric bike, the P0. I never thought I'd say this, but the sound of the P0 is amazing. It sounds like a spaceship. I'm in love with the bike and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Thanks to Asim, thanks to Yatri Motorcycles, thanks to the entire team. There are many more products here like the P1. But to end it all, I'm just waiting to get my SJ Moto edition P0. Yatri, please, as soon as possible. So I hope you liked this episode where we test rode the P0. I loved the bike. As all good things must come to an end. As the quote says, life is an adventure. Drive, or in this case rather ride, till your wheels fall off. Till next time, signing off.